Well, here we go again, Uh, as I continue on this, what I would call my quest to kind of right my wrongs, I want to share this area in dealing with a person and a family that was so important in my life, and I treated them like nothing. You know what I'm saying? And this is my son's mother. You know what I'm saying? I only had one kid in my life. I only was allowed to. God only allowed me to gain this one son, and that story is one that really is real tough for me to sometimes swallow because of all the things that I did before his birth. I was first of all, he was born in Rochester, New York. His mother's from Rochester. There I was on a quest to run from Florida. I was living a life. During this time, me and my father had become partners in crime, I would say, and we were selling and using drugs together. And I needed to escape. It was a tough time for me to decide what was I going to do, and I chose to move to New York. Actually, I thought that I had a warrant for my arrest, and I was kind of running from the law. So I moved to New York, Rochester. Kind of weird, when I got there, I didn't have a job, didn't have anything. All I had was my aunt Bernice. She lived up there, and she was working at this hospital, Monroe Community Hospital, and she introduced me to the young lady named Austria, her marriage. She said, she called me Dusty. She's like, Dusty, I got somebody I want you to meet. Come up to hospital, and I'm gonna introduce you to her. And she introduced me to her, and I was like, well, didn't have much to offer. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had much to offer. I just came from, using. I was doing a lot of powder cocaine at that time. I hadn't really graduated into doing anything real, you know what I'm saying? Well, it was bad enough, but I was doing a lot of powder. And she introduced me to her, and I liked it, I hadn't had love in my life in a while, so I was, pretty much open. I wanted to make all these things right in my life that I kind of thought that maybe I could, make this work. So she introduced me to her. I got her phone number, and we talked a couple times, and I went over to her house. I'm new to Rochester, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never lived up there. I used to visit when I was a kid, but I moved up there, and you know what I'm saying? I'm a new guy on the block. Didn't have nothing, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have a job or none of this stuff, and she accepted me for who I was, my potential. And it was amazing because, I ain't never had nobody accept me for who I was, without, I never really decided that I was going to get serious with anybody. I really, really kept to myself, you know what I'm saying? Kept my wall up, kept my guard up, because I didn't want to be hurt. You know what I'm saying? I never ventured into that area, so it was tough for me. So lo and behold, she opened up to me, and I went and visited her a couple times. I'm steadily looking for a job, you know, and I got a job. You know, she was living with her sister, and they had another roommate, and she already had one daughter, one child named Jessica Thompson. Um, my first heart, you know what I'm saying? So she, we began to talk, and I got a job. I First job I landed in Rochester was a job. Man, I'll never forget it. I was working at this place, and uh, I was stealing. Well, yeah, I was stealing. I was taking some valuable items from this place, and it allowed me to make some power moves real quick. Um, uh, you know, after getting the job, probably like um, maybe a month later, maybe a month later, um, me and her began to have relations, you know what I'm saying, sexual relations, and I, deep down inside, man, I didn't think I could have no kids, you know. I've been with girls, been in relationships, and I got away, you know what I'm saying. I was dropping loads everywhere, but none, you know what I'm saying. I never got no kids, so I'm telling her that, you know, I can't have no kids. You know, I don't know what's going on. You know, I'm thinking I'm sterile, all this kind of stuff. I'm blaming, you know what I'm saying, my lifestyle, or you know what I'm saying, what I've done, and I as we begin to have relations, sexual relations, I'm like, man, I want a kid bad. You know, I got to have me a kid. So during sex, you know, I used to pray out loud. She called me crazy, but hey, I was really, really trying to, you know what I'm saying? I wanted a kid bad. So during sex, you know, I would pray and I say, God, you know, give me a son. Give me a son, God, please. You know, I do what it takes to provide for him. You know, I had a spiritual connection, but here I was, you know, really reaching out in the most wildest time of my life. You know, I'm having sex. Here I am praying, rubbing all on the stomach, and like, you know, help me, God. Please give me a son. All this wild, you know what I'm saying? So, um, after a short period of time, bam, period didn't come on. She was pregnant. And I'm like, uh-oh. You know, it's real. It worked. Um, Throughout this whole time, you know, I'm still working at this job, and I'm getting away with murder at this job. You know, I was able to, within a short time, you know, provide enough money. She was working also, but I provided enough money to, shit, we moved in our first apartment within like 2 months of being together. We had our own place, um, made made more moves, and was able to furnish the apartment. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about real, real power moves early in our getting together. But so this part I left out. You know, once I began to make these moves and to come up with all this money and this and that, you know, uh, it attracted a lot of different kinds of people. You know, females. I'm new. I'm from Florida. I'm in New York. Um, Shit, man. I was not home. Uh, Shit, 60% of the time, I was in the streets. You know, I would come home, drop what I was supposed to drop off as far as money, and boom, I'm partying. You know, I lost all humility. You know, I came into this relationship with nothing. Came there broke, and God allowed me to gather these things, even though it was by ill means. It was wrong, but He allowed and He protected me, and He enabled me to, you know what I'm saying, make some things happen. And here I am, first baby mama ever, and here I am, ripping around the streets, staying out all night, partying here, partying there, making up excuses, um, really, really uh, destroying her, the family bond that was soon to become. Uh, it was a real, real tough time for me, for her also. She's pregnant, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the whole 9 months, I'm calling out her name, I'm dogging her out, you know what I'm saying? And here I am, the same woman I laid in the bed with and prayed for to have a son. I'm treating her like doodle, you know what I'm saying? And I really, really can't take all that back, but I know that it's real, real important that I don't do that again, you know. It was tough. It's tough for me to look back at it now. And then what am I doing now today? Am I leading people on? Am I lying? Am I living a lie? You know, have I really got beyond using people? Have I really, really accepted that you can't just play with people's feelings like they nothing? You know, you can't sell a person a dream and expect them not to believe. Am I still manipulating? You know, this is why, you know, I wanted to share this part because that's where I'm at right now. You know, with her being my first mother of my son, you know, where am I at today? Have I moved beyond that? Do I still lie? Do I still cheat? Do I still steal? All those things that had me bound up. You know, I know these are all character defects. These are all problems that everybody have. But how far am I allowing them to control my life? You know, because I know deep down inside, God ain't gonna allow nothing to come out of cheating and stealing from taking from women. You know, certain things I may think that it's going all right, but they ain't not gonna happen good out of it. You know, I really, really told her, you know, throughout our ups and downs, our breakups and getting back together, you know, I could look her in the eyes and understand when, you know, she was tired of my shit. It took so much. She took so much to where when it was all over and said and done, I couldn't do no more wish her the best because I wore my welcome mile a long time ago, you know, and that's still hard to swallow right now because she done moved on with her life. You know what I'm saying? She doing her thing, and do I think that if I would have did this, would I have been different? I can't say that because I was under the influence of a whole lot of things, so all my thinking was distorted. You know, I'm just learning now how to deal with them behaviors, even though I'm clean, even though I'm not using. I still got a lot of them behaviors that I still gotta, you know what I'm saying, I gotta face today because God definitely ain't gonna allow anything that doesn't glorify Him, doesn't further His kingdom as far as, you know, helping somebody come up, helping somebody have a positive outlook on life. He ain't gonna make it happen. He ain't gonna allow it to happen. You know, in this piece, it was basically about relationship with my first mother, my first kid's mother. You know, I not gonna go into, you know, about my son in this one because that's a totally different issue. You know, that's totally different from this. This is me right my wrong as far as how I treated her. You know, and if she was to look at this video or listen to this, would she believe that I truly acknowledge I was wrong? I don't know. But I know I was wrong. I know that eventually the only way that my life is gonna um, amount to anything is when I begin to acknowledge where I'm wrong and figure out what the solution is so it don't happen again. You know, I can't keep repeating the same thing over and over and expecting something different. So I would call this piece, you know, relationship that went wrong because of me. You know, because I take uh, a lot of responsibility for the way that this one went wrong, and I learned a lot from it. There are many other relationships that I I played a big part in the destroying of it, but you know, it's just one way of me righting my wrong within myself, and I choose to release it in this way because I'm still learning. And I just thank you for allowing me to have 16 minutes of your time if you made it this far, because it's definitely a part of my healing process. And thanks for allowing me to share. Um, and as I close, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's the key. Random places. Where will the next one end up? Who knows? God bless. Have a nice day, man. Peace.